Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Halloween reading for Sagittarius, October 2022. So this reading is going to be called Magic, Shadows, I'm sorry, Witches, Shadows, and Magic. And it's a layered reading, so we will get into this. Give me just a moment. Before we get started, Sagittarius, I just want to say thank you to anyone and everyone who supports me. I appreciate the comments I receive, and I just hope that I hope the readings help because that's truly the point of the channel is really offering some kind of help to everyone. So let's go ahead and get started. Center energy is the Knight of Cups. So perhaps either you are giving someone an offer or someone is giving you an offer. Um, Crowning energy, which is your challenge, is maybe you are having a difficult time making a decision because this is a Two of Pentacles. So are you juggling? Are you indecisive at this time? Your undermining energy is Ten of Cups, so you're just really not a happy camper right now. But I presume you do want happiness. What led up to this is the Lovers. So either some kind of choice or some kind of love situation is really causing some indecisiveness, some uncertainty for you at this time. And what led up to this, or what is your outcome, is your Queen of Cups. So either you are the Queen of Cups, or you're giving this offer to the Queen of Cups because you do want a loving situation moving forward. Now let's go ahead and get to your the Great Mystic messages and then the Witch's Oracle complimentary message that I pulled for each one. So the first one we have is Sweet Devil. Dark thoughts, self-doubt, and balance. And that really comes back to your Two of Pentacles over here, right? You've got the Scissors as a clarifier. So, is your fear, your doubt, your lack of faith, belief in yourself, your self-worth, are those all challenges for you at this time? That's what I'm getting here. Let's see what the Scissors means, though. Usually I think of scissors as cutting things out, but let's see what the person intended when they made this. Okay, so practicality, common sense, and inspiration. So perhaps really approaching this from a practical standpoint, from a um, the thought that just came through, and I'm going to explain it. So, the scissors talk about practicality. You had pentacles here. You have the pentacle on the Lover's card, you have the cup here, you have the Queen of Cups here, and then you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So something I want to say just because it came in, when you are talking about love, you don't want to approach that from pentacles. You don't, you approach love from love. You don't approach it from a money aspect or this makes good sense kind of thing because, love is about emotion. It's about feelings. It's about your heart. So not your mind. So just be careful how you're approaching that. And I'm not sure why I was led to tell you that, but I'm telling you that. Next we have Sacred Stars, and it says, few from the many, love from the beyond, born from stardust. So remembering who you are is what I get there, right? You are a star, okay? Remembering who you are in all that you are is also what I'm getting here. You have the kettle as the clarifier. And let's see the kettle here. Communication, community, and understanding. So perhaps through discussion with the person involved, the two of you can really reach a happy medium. Perhaps getting advice from your trusted friends. But again, in relationships, be careful who you allow into your relationships also, because you don't want to be getting opinions from everybody. Okay, you only want to get opinions from people who you really truly trust, especially when it comes to love. Next we have Light Cave. It says illusion and diversity. multitudes within, and then we have the bread. Sustenance, respite, and nourishment. So really, as you go through the light cave, really looking at taking care of yourself, self-love, but also making sure, because you've got all the supplies that you need with you. But I think you are very, very focused on stability. You're focused on safety. You're focused on basic needs at this time. And maybe that's where this pentacle dot came from when I first hit your first card up there. Because when we feel like we are not safe, when we feel like our security needs aren't being met, we have a tendency to focus only on that, and we will close out everything else around us. So, really paying attention to that and perhaps what that is. Then you have the innocent child here. It says wonder and light and innocence. So this is your authentic self. This is your inner child coming through for you. And then you have the thimble here as your clarifier. So really stepping into the innocence of the inner child, really allowing yourself to have some joy and some fun in all that the inner child brings, the curiosity, just that joy, that happiness that children have, right? So we've got the thimble here, which was number 4, and it says home, hearth, and shelter. So perhaps, again, I just keep getting this thing about you feeling safe and secure. So perhaps some inner child healing needs to happen here. Is one thing that's definitely coming through. Let's start to talk about your shadow. Now we have first shadow card, dried flower fairy, sweet memories. So remember the memories, but don't live in the memories, because that's the past. So have a balance between the past and the present. When you're trying to do things for yourself, you want to be in the present. When you are thinking of your future, you always want to be manifesting as if it already were or it already has happened. But you do not want to manifest from the past, if that makes any sense. And you want to stay present because you can't control the past, you can't change it, and you most certainly have no idea what's going to happen in the future. So you can't really do too much about that either. All you can do is stay in the present. You can take the memories that are pleasant with you, but again, don't stay in the past like that. Appreciate the memories for what they are, but don't like live in them. Because to me, that's sort of like the illusion. Okay, so be careful with that. So we have addictive shadow, likely to become unhealthily dependent upon a substance, practice, person, or habit. So yeah, living in the past can definitely be an addictive thing to escape. That's what I was trying to think of, the word escape. So it says, when you take control of your life, the universe will work for you. Resist and overcome your bad habits. So really honing in on the shadow side, and really being aware of the addictive side of you, and balancing that out. Next we have death and the maiden, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. So really paying attention to putting your boundaries in place, and honoring those and making sure that others honor them as well. We have guarded shadow, closed off and don't trust anyone, shut down, guarded heart, trust issues. Your efforts to protect yourself is what's blocking you from the very thing you want most. Dissolve your barriers. So really, when we've been hurt, especially as a child, and we have those unresolved situations that have occurred, we will be very guarded. We'll feel lack of trust. We will feel unsafe. We will feel like we cannot be vulnerable and so forth. We can't open up. We can't really have the kind of relationship that we want because our guard is up. So be very careful about that and really take a look at that and see what's going on there. But again, I suspect the inner child healing has to occur here. And then we have the three fates, what comes around. So be careful because how you treat others will always come back to you, and it will always come back to them too for the people that treated you in any kind of way, good, bad, or whatever. It always comes back. So make sure that you are um, walking in integrity and how you handle relationships with yourself, with others, okay? And we have needy shadow, require constant attention and support, clingy, dependent, and smothering. Practice self reliance and build yourself up from within so you can take responsibility for your own happiness. Yeah, your happiness is no one else's responsibility but your own. And so a lot of times when we are in an unhealed state, we project that whole thing onto other people when it's really our responsibility. And as you heal and grow, you'll start to come within your own, and you will see where you have done that to others. And if that's someone doing that to you, then you most certainly need to um, speak your truth on it. Okay. And the last, sea storm, calm and chaos. So to me, this is about a storm happening internally, and you maintaining your calmness within that storm. And then you have worry or shadow. Worry unnecessarily or expecting the worst. Stress easily, fearful, apprehensive. The endless worrying is preventing you from fully thriving. Trust in the divine plan that is unfolding for you. So this is about a lesson in having faith and trust in spirit. And that's hard because if you've never really had that relationship with spirit, you don't do that very easily. So this is about building that relationship for one, and relying on it, and just really having that true faith that spirit's got you, and they do. Um, because worrying doesn't change anything. It makes you feel terrible, and it really messes with your health and your mental state. But it changes nothing. So let's go ahead to your magic message. And the first one we have here is potion. It says, remember to practice self-love. So as you're going through this healing journey, as you're healing your inner child, as you are growing, as you are working on the shadow aspects we've talked about here, really practicing self-love. And it says triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. So this is really having a more in-tuned relationship with spirit so that they can guide you. And then we have happy sleep pillow. I sleep well and have good dreams. So this is about perhaps you not being able to sleep well, and putting your intention out there before you go to sleep. Because when you have that internal struggle going on within you, your sleep is often disrupted because you are not at peace within yourself. So putting some rituals in practice for you before you go to sleep, whatever that is, that helps relax you, that helps put you in that sleep state prior to going to sleep, that allows for peace and calmness and relaxation, will most likely help you. And next we have villain. It says you can always rewrite the story. So who are you villainizing? Is it yourself? Is it other people? And learning how to rewrite the story that either you're playing in your mind or other people are telling you. And so clarifiers with this is we have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. So you've got, some things coming in for you to help you and to lift you up and empower you, that when you put your wishes and dreams out there, that those do come through for you. You've got prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success also as a clarifier for that. And then you have candle magic. Every day things get better. So one step at a time. Healing, learning, growing is always one step at a time. And if you're not sure what step to take, when you meditate, when you pray, whatever you do, whenever you just quiet your mind, ask spirit to help you and give you the messages of clarity that you need for that next step, what you need to do. And then we have red, forgive. So if you are not forgiving whatever happened, and still carrying that around, that is only hurting you. So the first thing you need to do is forgive whoever, but most importantly, you need to forgive yourself, because forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other people, because they're living their life just fine. And it's really about your healing, your journey, and your self-worth, your standing in your power as you move forward. And then you have little luxuries, generates luxurious surroundings and experience. So you have nice little things coming in for you as well that are going to help make your life better. And you've got wish upon a star. I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. And there was another one. You had another message about that because it was stardust. I thought, was it the bread? Let me see here. I'm going to look at these cards because I want to say it was either the thimble. No. Was it bread? No. Was it the kettle? Hmm. Maybe it was the other reading. Yeah, it was the other reading. But I thought you had a card. Hmm. It could have been the other reading. But anyway, moving on. The last card that we have here, I don't know. I for some reason I keep getting this idea. Maybe you need to look at the reading before because there was talking. No, here it is. I knew I wasn't losing my mind. Here it is. It was this card right here. It was from your Great Mystics messages, and it says Sacred Stars. From few from the many, love from beyond, born from stardust. So potentially you could be a star. You could be a star seed too. That was the other thing I was going to say with that. Um, but just remembering who you are, step into your power, is really what is coming through very strongly now. So you've got forgive, you've got release your guilt. So there's a lot of things that have to be released for you in order for you to step into your authenticity. Because you feeling guilty, you own whatever it is, and look into the reason why you did it, and then forgive yourself and move on. Okay, because walking in guilt only keeps you stuck. It doesn't do anything else for anyone else, including you. And then it says time to shine, creates an energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So this is about really raising your vibration, shining your light, and so that you can magnetize things and draw them to you. Your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and your desires. But you have to be in the right vibe for that. You want to be in a healthier vibration to pull in your blessings, okay? And it says, send a letter to the universe. The world loves me, and the universe wants you to know, yes, they do. And magic eggs, beginning something is exciting. And looking at this journey, this leg of the journey, as an opportunity to discover who you really are, because you're not what you're telling yourself. So I do hope this helps you, Sagittarius. Much love and light, Lady T.